Our next Ignite presenter is Taylor Corbett. He will present on OpenEMIS, and he will tell you what that is. And he is from Community Systems Foundation. Thanks,
Wonderful.
Taylor.
Thank you, Laura. So I'm from a group called Community Systems Foundation, or CSF, and we're a tech nonprofit that helps organizations unlock the power of their data to inform better development policies and programs. And today I'm going to be talking to you about OpenEMIS, which is our new education management platform. Now, anyone who's worked on education planning in developing countries knows that the sector suffers from a number of data gaps. A lot of times, we simply don't know how many students are enrolled in a school, what the class composition of that school is, are teachers showing up, and how are students performing overall. Now, the reason for this is that many countries still rely on paper-based school censuses that can take 2 years from when they're first sent out for them to be completed, returned, and aggregated into a report that can be given to the ministry or to policymakers so it can have an impact on the policies and programs. Now, even if these surveys are returned, they only contain basic data, such as the number of students enrolled in the school, the staff, the resources at the school, but lack the high-value granular data, such as student attendance and test performance. So given this time gap and this lack of granular data, it's hard for ministries to know if their programs are working or not. Now, you can imagine, as the State Department, this would be equivalent to you trying to formulate US foreign policy today based on newspaper headlines from November 1st, 2011. Pretty difficult, right? But this is a reality ministries face every day. Now, we know that these gaps go on to exacerbate a number of issues that already exist in education, such as the under-resourcing of schools, gender disparities between students, teacher absenteeism, and high student dropout rates. However, we live in the age of instant communication, and there's no reason why this process needs to take 2 years. Why can't it take 2 months, or 2 weeks, or even just 2 days to ensure that ministries have the data they need so kids can have the education that they deserve? So based on this need, over this past year, we've been developing a system called OpenEMIS in collaboration with UNESCO. And its mission, in short, is to allow ministries of education to collect, analyze, and apply data to implement more effective education policies and programs. Now, at this point, you might be wondering, what the heck is an EMIS? Well, an EMIS is an education management information system. And while there are other EMIS systems out there, we've built ours to be incredibly flexible, so it can track any indicator in standard data formats in multiple languages, and it's open source for UNESCO member countries. Now, we built it so it integrates at every point in the data chain, from data collection to data management, analysis, and dissemination and reporting, so ministries can see their data through the entire length of the chain. And we've also adopted a modular design. So for data collection, you can go online and use our OpenEMIS school platform to enter large amounts of data at a single time, or you can use one of our 2 mobile applications to collect data from students and staff in real time, or our classroom application to collect attendance and test performance data in real time. For data management, you can host OpenEMIS on an internal server or in the cloud. And we've built a robust security architecture around the system. So each user has a login ID, and they can only see the data that pertains to them. For data analysis, we have our analyzer platform online. So you can go see the data you've already collected, look at trends, look at aggregations, run forecasts over time. But if you're out in the field and you don't have access to the internet, you can use our visualizer application to get those same insights on your handheld device. Now, it's not just about getting data into the system, it's about getting insights out. And we've taken our experience doing data visualization and data reporting with the UN over the past 50 years and incorporated that into OpenEMIS. So it's very easy to get insights out of the system in a very intuitive way. Now, OpenEMIS was launched in April, and at this point has been implemented in 3 countries, including St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Jordan, and Malaysia. And I want to take a second to talk about some of our work we've been doing with UNHCR in Malaysia to enroll students in their refugee schools. So as of last month, there were 115,000 refugees in Malaysia. Nearly a quarter of these were children. And one of these kids, let's call him Ahmed, he's the second from the left in this photo here. He's from Burma, he's a Rohingya Muslim, and when he arrived in Malaysia, he enrolled in one of UNHCR's schools. But there was only a paper record of his enrollment. And it took months for that paper record to work its way up the data chain before it could be digitized, and UNHCR could learn that they needed to send additional resources to his school to cope with his enrollment. However, now that we've implemented OpenEMIS, had Ahmed enrolled today, they'd be able to see instantly that he had enrolled, and they'd be able to direct additional resources to his school. So he has this digital presence that complements his physical presence, and it ensures that he's able to succeed while he's in the classroom. So in summary, OpenEMIS has the ability to absolutely revolutionize the way that ministries of education collect, analyze, and apply data for education policies and programs. And this has the potential not only to change students' lives in the classroom, but education outcomes on a global scale. So I just want to thank the State Department for inviting me to come and be part of the conversation today. And if you have any questions, I'll be around for the rest of the day, or you can visit us online. So thank you very much.